So for our story problems, you need to make sure you understand what's happening. So we're going to close, I want you to close your eyes and I'm going to read this to you and I want you to picture what's happening. All right. Are you sitting in one spot? All right, here we go. Nick baked 5 pies for the contest. Can you picture it? Nick has 5 pies. Peter baked 3 more pies than Nick. How many pies did Peter bake for the contest? Nick baked 5 pies for the contest. Peter baked 3 more pies than Nick. How many pies did Peter bake for the contest? All right, nobody write anything? Nothing. Hands off your materials. So the question is, what's happening in this story problem? What do we know? Raise your hand, what do we know? Nick baked 5 pies for the contest. Peter baked 3 more pies than Nick. How many pies did Peter bake? I only see one hand. I only see Sanai's hand. What do we know? Tell me one thing that this story told us. Shania, what's one thing we know from this story? You're on mute, honey. I couldn't hear you. Try again.
Nick had 5.
Yeah, we know Nick baked 5 pies. What else do we know? Zoe? Nick baked 5 pies. What else do we know, Zoe?
3.
What?
3.
What do you mean? What about 3? We can't just pick out numbers. We need to know what the numbers mean.
Peter baked 3 pies.
He didn't bake 3 pies. He baked 3 more pies. So Nick baked 3. Peter baked 3 more. I mean, Nick baked 5 and Peter baked 3 more than that. So he didn't bake 3. He baked more than 3. That's why it's important. If you just pull out the numbers, you might not solve it the right way. All right, so just like we've been doing the rest of the week, we're going to draw the circles in a nice line because we're going to compare. If this says baked more pies, and how many pies did Peter bake? So when we see the words like how many more or fewer, it means we're comparing them. All right, so let's see if you remember what to do. I want you to draw a picture of the 5 pies. Now, I have my dry erase, and what you need to do is you need to space them out and make nice, neat row. 5 pies. Go ahead and do 5 pies. Remember, if you're not following the Zoom rules, I'm going to turn off your camera. Please make smart choices. So this is what Nick baked. Nick baked 5 pies. When you've got the 5 pies, hold it up. Thank you. Do you have the 5 pies? Nice job. Okay, so this is what Nick baked. Yum, Nick, thank you. Nick baked 5 pies. Peter baked 3 more pies. What do you think we have to do if he baked 3 more? Raise your hand. What does that mean? Nehemiah, what does that mean if he baked 3 more? You're muted, babe.
It means that it's 7.
What does it mean if he baked 3 more? What do we have to do?
Add to 8.
Okay, so we have to add because he baked 3 more. So that means we can add 3 more pies. So go ahead and add 3 more pies.
3 more.
How many pies did Peter bake for the contest? Show me on the board. Let's challenge and have you do the number sentence too. How many do we start with? How many
5.
did we add? What is the
3.
answer?
Right. She's not the number sentence. Start
So,
with 5.
5.
You're muted, please. All right, so we had 5. Nick baked 5. Peter baked 3 more pies. How many pies did Peter bake? Hold it up and show me. Put it nice and close to the camera so I can see, friends. Genesis, go ahead and solve it. What comes after the equals? I want you to fill this in.
8.
Fill it in. All right, thank you. Thank you, Zoe. Oh, that's nice and close. I can see that perfectly. Shania, where'd you go? All right, nice job. Is that Sayer or Sanai? I can't see behind this thing. Oh, check your plus sign. Sanai, check your plus sign. It looks like an X. Make it look like a little T. There you go, Jalen, nice. So if we compare, like we're gonna be doing for more of them, here are the 5 pies that Nick baked. Right, these are the 5. This is Nick. Peter baked 3 more, and now we know here's the 5, and here's the 3 more. So we know they each baked 1, they each baked 2, they each baked 3, they each baked 4, they each baked 5, but Peter baked the 3 more. And then we have our number sentence. You don't have to do this part, the bottom part right now. All right, we're going to be doing more of this in a little bit. All right, we're going to go to the next one. Go ahead and erase your board.
I don't have an eraser.
Then you need to problem solve. All right, clear off your board, find a blank spot on your paper. Whatever you need. When you're ready, give me a thumbs up. It's always ready. Why is there a thumbs down? There you go. Trying to trick me? Ezekiel's ready. Okay, our next one says, for the story problems, remember, we have to imagine what's happening, all right? What is going on in the story? All right, so close your eyes. Let's picture it. Oh, wait, I don't want to do this one. Okay, Maria has 4 more fish in her tank than Shauna. Shauna has 8 fish. How many fish does Maria have in her tank? Maria has 4 more fish in her tank than Shauna. Shauna has 8 fish. How many fish does Maria have in her tank? This is really tricky, friends. What do we know? What do we know? You can't just pick out the numbers. We need to know what they mean. So raise your hand. What's one thing we know? Maria has 4 more fish in her tank than Shauna. Shauna has 8 fish. How many fish does Maria have in her tank? Ezekiel, I saw your hand up. What's one thing we know? You're muted, hon.
That Shauna has 8 fish.
Yeah, we know Shauna has 8. What else do we know? I love how you picked that one out first. Nice job. What else do we know? What else do we know, Jalen?
Maria has 4 more fish in her tank.
Yeah, so Maria has 4 more than Shauna does. So we know Shauna has 8, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to draw Shauna's fish right now. So here's Shauna's fish. Nice circles and a nice straight line. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Draw your 8 Shauna fish.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hold it up so I know you're ready for the next step. Draw your 8 fish that Shauna have. Thank you. Yep, Sayer and Sinai, thank you. Genesis, thank you. Zoe, thank you. Nice straight line. Shauna's fish. Jazzy, is that 8? I have a hard time seeing. I see him. All right, 8. It's always important to double check to make sure you have the right number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2,
Fish.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoa!
All right, so Shauna has 8 fish. What do we need to know? What's our question? We have to know how many what? Who can help me out? We need to know how many. Does anybody know? We need to know how many fish Maria has. So we know Maria has 4 more fish in her tank. So she has 8, and then she has 4 more. So what I want you to do, listen carefully. We're going to change things up just a little bit. I want you to draw the 8 fish again underneath. Right? Line them up just like it. All right, so I want 2 rows of 8 fish. And I'm going to show you why in a second. Right. So the top row of 8 fish are Shauna's. The bottom row of 8 fish are Maria's. But Maria has how many more? Show me with your fingers. How many more does Maria have? Shauna has 8. Maria has how many more? Yeah, 4 more. Nice job. I see it. So go ahead. I want you to draw on the bottom line, Maria's line. Draw 4 more fish. Because she has the same amount, but she also has 4 more. So how many fish does Maria have? We had Shauna's 8 plus 4 more. How many does she have? I want you to tell me the answer. Write your number sentence and hold it up with the answer. I didn't write the answer. I want you to solve it. We want to know how many Maria has. Hold up your work so I can see it. Nice job, Jazzy. You can see it. Genesis, try a little bit. Move it over a little bit. Oh, I see it. I want to see the number sentence, Genesis. I'm having a hard time. Move it over a little bit. All right, thank you. Nice. Zoe, good job. Thank you, Ezekiel. Good job, Jalen. We have 8, and then the 4 more equals 12. Nice job. All right, we're going to do one more together. Go ahead and erase your board or find a blank spot and a piece of paper. When you're ready, give me reindeer antlers. When you're ready, give me reindeer antlers. Zoe, Jayana's ready. Sayer is ready. Jazzy's ready. Prince. Sanai's ready. So many reindeer. Jalen's ready. Ezekiel's ready. Genesis is ready. All right, my little reindeers. My little reindeer. All right, which is the one I wanted? Here we go. Brian and Caitlin. Are you ready? Let's see what's up with Brian and Caitlin today. All right, close your eyes. Let's picture it. Brian has 4 fewer markers than Caitlin. Brian has 6 markers. How many markers does Caitlin have? Brian has 4 fewer markers than Caitlin. Brian has 6 markers. How many markers does Caitlin have? Ooh, there's a new word in there. There's fewer. What does fewer mean? Raise your hand. What does fewer mean? Sayer, stay focused, bud. What does fewer mean? Anybody? Prince, what does fewer mean?
Minus.
Minus, what else does it mean? If you have fewer, it means you have
1.
Nehemiah. If you have fewer of something, you have what? Less. Nice job. So we can see Brian has 4 less markers than Caitlin. I like how Prince said subtract because that's usually what it means, right? If we have less of something, we're going to need to subtract. All right, so what do we know? We have to start our problem with something. Brian has 4 fewer markers than Caitlin. Brian has 6 markers. How many markers does Caitlin have? So what do we know? Whose markers do we know? Sanai? Whose markers do we know?
No, and for like I told
Ryan has 4 and Caleb have 6.
Real Robert name.
Whoa, not quite, honey.
Raphael.
Because
Girl.
Brian has 4 fewer or 4 less markers than Caitlin. Brian has 6 markers, so we know how many Brian has. Brian has 6 markers.
Because you was.
Brian has 6 markers, right? So I want you to draw 6 circles to show me Brian's markers. Make sure you have plenty of space. Stay muted, please. Your background noise is loud. All right. Yep. These are Brian's markers. So I'm going to put a B here for Brian. Because that's going to help me remember. Because we need to know between Brian and Caitlin's markers. All right, when you have Brian's markers drawn, hold it up and show me. Whoa, what did I do? Nice, Genesis got it.
I don't have a pencil and a paper.
Well, then you need to take care of that. Nice job. Brian's, I see Brian's 6 markers, nice. Okay, now, Prince said subtraction, and usually fewer means that. But I want you to listen carefully because this is a tricky one. I'm ending on something tricky. So Brian has 6, but this right here, look at these 6. This is 6 fewer than Caitlin. So if Brian has fewer, that means Caitlin has what? If Brian has less, Caitlin has, Jalen? More. So we can't subtract because subtract doesn't give us more. Brian has fewer, so Brian has less. Caitlin has more. Huh. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. So think about it. If Brian has 4 fewer, Caitlin must have 4 more. This problem's trying to trick us. So I want you to draw. I want you to right now, underneath the B for Brian, I want you to write a C for Caitlin. Because we're going to draw Caitlin's right now. Right? So if Brian has 4 fewer, that means Caitlin has 4 more. Right? So we're going to draw the same 6. But then we're going to add 4 more. All right, because they both have 1, they both have 2, they both have 3, they both have 4, they both have 5, they both have 6, but Caitlin has 4 more. Because this means Brian has 4 fewer because he's missing 4. If we didn't read this carefully, we would have subtracted. But this isn't a subtraction problem. This almost tricked us. Whoa. All right, so we want to know how many markers Caitlin has. So now I want you to count all of Caitlin's markers down here. Count all of Caitlin's markers. But you're stay muted. many markers does Caitlin have? Can you write a number sentence to show me? How many did we have to start with? And then she had the more. So what's the number sentence? Hold it up. Solve it on your paper first, Jazzy. You don't have enough fingers for this. Right, you have the 6, and then there's 4 more. So hold it up and show me nice and close to the camera so I can see, Nehemiah. Nice job, Jazzy. I can see it. Where's the number sentence? Sayer, where's your number sentence? Prince, check the numbers. Let's see. All right, Genesis, let me see the number sentence. Hold it up a little bit more. Yeah, Jalen's got it. Yeah, Caitlin had 6, right? And then she had 4 more. So that means Caitlin has 10. And I'm going to label it markers. All right, nice work. Good job, Zoe. All right, my friends. Excellent work today. This was kind of tricky because the key for this is to really listen to what the story is telling us. Right? This isn't just pick out the numbers and do it because we don't know what we have to do. So it's very important to read carefully and think, think, think. So what I need you to do now is when you're going to today's math, right? I want you to do the exit ticket. Sorry, I'm going through all my stuff. There's the addition fluency here. We didn't do that. But there's the exit ticket right here through Cami that I want you to do. All right. There were 5 more boys than girls in Miss Cassidy's reading group. There were 4 girls. How many boys were there? So I want you to do this through Cami and turn it in, okay? So right now, I want you to get on to Schoology. I want you.
That's what made me look up. And you know.
And I want you to open up the math assignment and then do it. And don't forget to hit turn in. Okay? Jalen, do you have a
I did this at my sister's house.
this morning?
I did this at my sister's house.
This morning?
Mm.
Oh, wait. Well, this is today's. If you did yesterday's, that's different than today's. All right, there's one every day. All right, so go ahead and do your math work, turn it in, and make sure you check out writing today too, okay? There's an assignment to turn in for writing. Great job today. Wait, before we leave, I want you to make the funniest face you can make. Ready, Mark? Get set, go. Oh my goodness! You guys are so silly, look at that! All right, now make the happiest face. Whoa. Oh, you guys make me smile. All right, make the saddest face. Oh, you make me want to cry. Okay, now I want you to have a great day. All right, high five. Great job.